Alright, Middle-Aged White Guy Reacts, back again today with another video for you. In today's video, it's Friday, it's a Tom's Day, so we have Tom MacDonald. Now, unfortunately, lately, these seem to be the only days I've been reacting. That's not necessarily by design. I do plan on uploading other artists and doing other reactions very soon, okay? I'm starting to get bored of all the video games I play. So, in my free time, I either make reaction videos or play video games. So, lately, the video games have been winning a lot, and I do have a gaming channel, Mog Games, if you want to check out what I've been doing. But soon, like I said, I'm burning out on video games. I'm going to probably switch back to more reacting within the next month or so. But today, Tom's Day. Tom MacDonald, Can't Cancel All of Us is the name of this song. So without further ado, let's get right on into this. And see what old Tommy Boy has in store for us today, right? Give me 1 second. All right, we are ready to go. Let's do it. Tom MacDonald, Can't Cancel Us All. Can't Cancel All of Us. Let's go.
They told me, be a man, boy, toughen up. Then they let women become men. They tricked me. They told me.
All right, that's, that's not the angle I thought he was coming with that. Hold on, let's go back here real quick.
They told me, be a man, boy, toughen up.
All right, be a man, boy, toughen up, right? The first thought I had was Dax is to be a man. And how, men aren't allowed to show emotion, blah, 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 all the things, right? So I thought that was the angle he was going. They told me to be a man, toughen up. They never let me show my emotions, etc., etc. That's not the angle he was going after, though. Let's go. Come on, Tom.
They told me, be a man, boy, toughen up. They
tricked him.
Women become men. They tricked me. They told me.
Like, you spent your whole childhood being told you're a man or you're a boy. Toughen up, stiff upper lip, suck it in, suck it up. Brush the dirt off, right? Or rub some dirt in it. Those were all the things we were told as a boy to prepare us for manhood. And he's like, they tricked me though, because they're letting women just decide to be men after they were raised as princesses all their life, So why did I spend my childhood being toughening up, only for this woman to now claim she's a man? Doesn't make any sense. Let's go, Tom.
Toughen up. Then they let women become men. They tricked me. They told me, speak your mind if you're brave enough. And I spoke up and I got canceled quickly.
Yeah.
We were always too young.
Ain't that the truth?
Too nice, and now we're too old and too white. You're either too left or too right. Well, we're speaking our minds tonight. 'Cause you can't cancel.
Oh, that's oh my God. Who is that? That's oh my God, who is that? Who is this? Who is that? Oh. Who is that? God, is that Benny Johnson? Is that Benny Johnson? Or is there another guy that looks like him? I think that's... Is that Benny? I'm not sure. I think it's Benny. I think that's Benny. Let's go. Even if that's not Benny, if you don't know Benny, you need to check out Benny, all right? He's a solid dude. Let's go. Huh, nice.
But you can't cancel all of us, 'cause we're standing here side by side. And you can't cancel all of us, we'll burn the stars and the stripes. But you can't.
God, I love her so much, man. So much. Just every time I see Roseanne, it just the warm, nostalgic feeling, it just reminds me of my childhood, my early adulthood, coming home drunk from the bars and finding Roseanne, the reruns on in the middle of the night and just falling asleep to the spinning bedroom listening to Roseanne laugh, man. Come on. Nope. The internet ain't real life. It is a small cross section. All right. And it's easy to you get the extremes on the internet and the ridiculous, the most absurd. All right. So the internet is definitely not real life. This is not how people interact with each other on a day-to-day basis. There's the online reality, but go outside and check it out. It doesn't match up. All right. There's areas, I'm sure, the deep blue cities where, all these like different ideologies kind of come together and amalgamate into one big ball of absurdity. I guess maybe there, but 99% actually 100% of my travels, because I have never run into like groups of these people, right? So it's funny because you go on the internet and it's one thing, in real life it's completely different. Let's go. Be a man just like your dad. Everything you do is toxic, though. Toxic masculinity. Yep. I hope my boys take after me in their adulthood. I want them to kind of see the world how I do. If they don't, that's okay. But, that's kind of the goal. It's like I have a certain set of values, and I want my children to have those as well. And that's the thing. You take your values, you have a kid, and you bestow those values on that child. I think I'm a pretty good person. I think if I raise my kids in my image, they will be pretty good people too, right? And we do that. That's the goal. And then, you're told masculinity, in the last 10 years or so is toxic. And, being a man and liking man things, isn't conducive to a healthy society. It's ridiculous. Let's go.
Dad told me everything I am is toxic. They said the color of your skin doesn't make you bad, but mine makes me racist. God, we were always.
Yep. Hold on.
I am is toxic. They said the color of your skin doesn't make you bad, but mine makes me racist. God, we were.
Color of your skin doesn't make you bad, but yours makes you racist. Yep, anymore, pretty much. And, it's gotten to the point where, I've always felt this way, and I think a lot more people are beginning to. It basically just boils down to kiss my white hairy ass. Kiss my white hairy ass, all right? Do it. See, miss me with that other shit. Let's go.
Doesn't make you bad, but mine makes me racist. God, we were always too weak and too afraid, and now we're too male and too straight. Either too real or too fake. Well, we're speaking our minds today.
All right, I shouldn't laugh about a child giving the middle finger. The look on her face, she's done that before. Oh, come on. Just the disgust in her eyes when she makes that. Look at this. I would not condone, I would not allow my sons to do this. But
well, we're speaking our minds today.
That's a fuck you face if I've ever seen one. Let's go.
Well, we're speaking our minds today.
Nope.
my job away for something I may have said online. But you can't control a man who won't comply.
Yep.
And you can call me every...
You know, that's why, especially once COVID happened, I decided then and there that I was done working for people. I was done being beholden to a corporate entity, all right, for my livelihood. I still, to this day, don't make as much money now as I did in the hospital when I was an x-ray tech. I've opened my own business, all right? I'm an electrician now. It's something I had experience with in my past, and it's something I knew I could do. I could write my own hours. You know, I am my boss. I answer to me. If I wake up in the morning and there's a problem with one of my kids, I could just decide that I'm not doing jobs today. I have to stay home with my kids, and I don't have a boss breathing down my neck telling me this is the 5th time this, month that I've had to be late or whatever, not doing it. Not doing it. So, I was in a position where I had to comply. Didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. And there's much more that went on with that whole decision than just that. But I was in a position where I had to comply for my livelihood, and decided that that wasn't going to be the case anymore. I'd rather make less money and have more control over my free time, my family time, emergency situations I have to take care of, scheduling, all that, I'd rather make a little bit less and have control over all that than to make more money. And to I was working 10 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. every night. I wasn't seeing my family. I wasn't seeing my kids. It's like, no, we're not doing that. Not doing that. But if you're in a position where you don't have to comply, do not. Let's go.
Comply. And you can call me every name that you might think will hurt my pride. But if you think you're stopping me, you're out your mind.
Yup. Yup.
'Cause you can't.
Tito! No way! Tito, tell me Tito's MAGA.
'Cause you can't.
Oh, he is. Look. Oh, making men great again. Okay, making men great again. Love it. Dude, Tito Ortiz, if you don't know, he's an MMA fighter. I hated his guts back in the day because he just kept beating the shit out of Ken Shamrock, and he was cocky about it. And the one thing I don't like, unless they're on my team, is somebody who's very good at something and very cocky about it, right? Good to know that he's rooting at least for the right team, though. Let's go, Tito. I appreciate him a lot more now. Now that's 20 years ago, Oh, and that's what was she? She is is she InfoWars? The reporter, I think, right? There's a lot of people in this. So he got a bunch of these people, celebrities, influencers, YouTube, to send them these clips to make this video. That's pretty cool. That's pretty damn cool. Yeah, there's Benny. No. The other one wasn't Benny. That's Benny. Okay. So Benny is in this. I was right. Who was that other one, though? What? God damn it. His name is right there. Damn it. The other guy at the beginning. It wasn't Benny. It was the other guy who looks like Benny. I lost it. I don't have it now. But there's Benny. There's good old Benny. Let's go. That dude, I forget who he is. These are all people. I mean, obviously they're all people. These are all people, though, well known, right? That's cool. Just now putting that together. The more and more of them I see.
So long.
Another new album.
Welcome to try.
Damn it, Tom.
But you can't cancel all of us, 'cause we're standing
So I'm gonna have to save up another 50 for the autographed albums, man. Tom, you're killing me. You're killing me with these album drops all the damn time. That was... Hold on. Let's get this out of here. Okay. That was... Oh. Whatever. That was fantastic. I love that. That's a great song. Nice little, nice little melody to it. Nice little beat going on. Kind of gets you in the mood, makes you happy. Fantastic message. I mean, you can't cancel all of us. You know, and that's why they target the really large ones, obviously. And the really small ones that nobody could do anything about, you know, but there's too many. There's too many. And honestly, at this point, it's the Streisand effect. All right. Basically, you cancel something or you try to hide something away because you don't want the masses interacting with it, knowing about it, whatever. As soon as you make it basically a forbidden fruit, you know, everyone's clamoring for it, right? So by trying to hide something away from the public, the Streisand effect dictates that it will then increase people who are searching for that thing because they want to know, what is this about? Why is this being hidden? And it ends up making whatever you're trying to stash away infinitely more popular. So that's kind of what they've accomplished with all the cancel culture. All right. It's the Streisand effect, basically. And I think that has partly to do, not everything, but definitely partly to do with the results of the last election that we just had. But that'll do it. That'll be the reaction. Middle-aged white guy is out. Peace.